Oh, what do we got here? You're getting older. It's that magical time in your life, full of discoveries and possibilities, when children become adults and their bodies change in weird, wonderful, and often embarrassing ways. When you were younger, Congruence gave your class a frank presentation about preparing for the changes your bodies would experience in the next few years. Which part of the presentation was relevant to you? Well, I guess we're playing as a female, right? Solana, female. So I guess menstruating in breast growth. None of it, I'm like a doll down there. That seems oddly horrifying. Anyways, you and your friends giggled your way through Congruence's presentation and left with a new appreciation for the wonders of the human body. Puberty had felt like something that would happen so far in the future that didn't apply to you. You put it out of your mind even as you noticed Cal's voice begin to drop, or Mars starting to dress differently. Until one morning, you wake up and, just like the flick of a switch, you're a teenager now. Something feels different. You just know something's off as soon as you open your eyes. Things are, squelchier than you expect them to be down there. You just want to close your eyes again. You remember Congruence's sexual education classes, and you're really not ready for their real-world practical applications. If you just go to sleep, it'll go away, right? You finally sigh and muster up the courage to look under your blankets. Yep, your period started. Well, I guess ask Mom for help is the thing you do, right? Yeah. You pull back your privacy curtain and gesture for your mom to come over. When she sees the problem, her eyes go wide and she gives you a big hug? What? My little girl's growing up, she exclaims, and you feel your face grow hot with embarrassment. Your dad is right there. She puts her hands on your shoulders. I'm so happy for you, kiddo. I know you're probably grossed out, but getting your period is, important. Sometimes we need a bit of mess in our lives to remind us that we're real, that we're a part of this world. It reminds us that we have the ability to make life and responsibility to take care of that life. Getting your period is a beautiful thing. You can't think of anything worse. Thankfully, soon you can get a blocker to keep from having to go through this every month. Your mom hugs you again and keeps talking about how she's proud of you. It's super embarrassing, and you can't help but shove her away and retreat to your bunk to stew about it. What is happening? You feel on the edge today, like everything that happens feels so unfair and tragic. Like you want to punch stuff and then cry about it. Like you have to alone, but you also desperately want attention. It feels like a fount of new energy is starting to bubble up inside you. Dangerous, uncontrollable energy. Welcome to puberty, Solana. Gain status hormones. Cool. Best status. What does it do? I need to know what this does. Where would we get that? Not sister friends? No. Memories? Gear? Collectibles? No, hormones aren't collectibles. Character trait. Well, hormones. Teenage hormones are making you brave and rebellious. Rebellion increased is tripled. Rebellion. Oh, that rebellion. Okay. Cool, so I'm going through a rebellious phase, apparently. Great. Let's see, what to... Well, you know what? Yeah. What's more rebellious than sneaking out through the drain pipe? What the? A whole dude loading screen? Oh. I'm like literally outside. Well, this is new. Huh. What's this way, I wonder? A nearby pond has dammed up and washed out the path here. The path continues on the other side. A bravery challenge? Easy? Bravely jump over it. Okay, 29 in 3 rounds. Easy, simple. We'll start with a stress cry, and the mystery of the smell, and Mars's ambition. Seems like a pretty good first round to me. The alternative is we could slot this... No, we could slot this in, and we'd get... So 22 versus 20? But these will be easier to like combo with each other next time. right? Yeah. And also, we only need to get to 9, so... Okay, we get a 3, 4, 5, 7. What? Sure, sounds wonderful. Next round. Okay. 0, and then this should clearly be here. This goes here, here. And this goes here. We've reached the super goal, apparently. Yeah, it's good enough. We'll win. Victorious. -1 stress, +1 bravery. You bravely fall in and get... I had a super success! Really? Well, I guess it was only for bravery. Right, I was brave enough to do the jump, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm physically capable of it. You flounder towards the other side, soaked, but victorious. Time passes, plus time passes. Okay, what is that? The colony outskirts. Well, well, well. I wonder what's over this way. Plants grow fast during pollen. They've choked the path here, and you can't see an obvious way through. A perception challenge? I'm not good at that, but let's push through. Goal 29. Not a problem. Not a problem, let me tell you. Well, firstly, doing paperwork is a no-brainer for round 1. Sure, we'll get some disgusting... Or dissecting a sugar bug, which is probably disgusting. And we'll slot the unchangeable because it's annoying to deal with. That should be fine. Next round. We can do... like 1, 2, 3. And slot a 6 in there. And then this time... we can get tangents, focus, learn about Earth, and just get like a set of 6s, because why the heck not? And there we go, we've reached the super goal. Again. Huzzah. Man, I said the outside was like tough. Sheesh. You find a good stick and whack, whack, whack your way through the tangle of new growth. Take that, nature. Oh, I got lost in the fog. Sweet. Time passes, +13 stress. Oh, what is this? Hello? Oh, it's so cute! Your way is blocked by a strange small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes. Oh, those are eyes, not ears. That's weird. 4 large eyes, 2 of which blink sideways on top of its head like frog eyes. Oh, this must be a hop eye. You've heard people talk about them, but you've never seen one up close. It keeps thumping its foot on the ground really loud. What is it, Steel? An animals challenge? No skill in animals whatsoever. Let's do it. Goal 29. So we could do some sports ball. And this is unchangeable. There. Here. We'll do the ones crew. Yeah, that kind of sucks as the first round. Okay, we got a lot of blue this time. We'll probably just rely on those. So we get a 5, we get a 1, we get a 3. Yeah. It's probably... oh, there we go. We can get a nice 1, 2, 3 going too. There we go. And... not really much point to crawl. We'll just, you know, throw this stuff out there. There you go. Super goal! You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear little squeaking noises from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warnings at you, but eventually lets you by. Okay. Man, I am like the queen of the outside. Oh, hey, Jis. How are you? You spot Jis sitting in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach, like it's totally natural that he'd be sitting in the middle of the jungle so far away from the colony walls. Now that you think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore. It's really weird out here, and it's getting late. He just stares unblinkingly at you as you approach. "Hey, Solana," is all he says. "Hi, Jess." He seems to be in a good mood, something you see very rarely. "Did you see his Chief Surveyor Utopia out there?" Jess asks. "She has like X-ray vision, eyes or something. She'll catch you for sure if you get too close. She caught me once and I got in big trouble. How about I show you something cool and sneaking out will be our secret, okay?" He jumps up and walks a little ways into the trees. You follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off and a large stone outcropping juts out over a cliff face. Jess walks right to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. "Come on," he says. "Alright, let us be brave!" Okay. Well, I think this is obviously a threes situation. We do miss out on that, but I think the three of a kind is going to be better. Okay. We do some paperwork. We get lost in the fog. We become a science fair champion. Do we discover stuff? Yeah, we do. I think technically we want it over like this way though. Like 1, 2, 3, 5. Yes. And then to finish things off, we get some pink candy, we get some weird mysteries, we even get the Vertumna group, we can even, why not grab this little baby thing? Great. 21, super goal. Win. You bravely step onto the rock and walk out to the edge with Jess. You both sit down, feet dangling over the precipice, and look out at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your holopalm, but you won't share it on the nets. This is your secret. Yours and Jess's. Alright, we can keep exploring, or we can go home. It's all too beautiful. Let's keep exploring. What is this? You reached the end of this area. Okay, we keep exploring. Great. Oh, what the heck are you? Hello. There in the clearing, the most majestic creature you've ever seen. It's like a unicorn from your dad's storybooks, but with leathery reptile skin that shines when the light hits it. It moves so softly, like it doesn't even disturb the ground. It could be dangerous, but you want to see what it does. Perception challenge? Let's be as quiet as possible. Alrighty. I guess we might as well do this since it'll have the highest value, right? But now it doesn't because it's tied, but that's probably worth it. Just to be able to get the sets. Yeah. Well, I guess we get debatable and unchangeable. Not really any point in using the zeros, but I don't want to deal with them next round, so goodbye, crawling. Okay, we get a 6. We get another 6. Let's get that and that. Now we get a 4, 5, 6. I think if we selected this, we'll actually reduce our score, so we keep on wondering. A win. Okay. As you settle in to watch it from behind a strand of mush trees, the Unisaur looks up towards you, startled by your movements. You try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out a good tree and rubs the scent glands in its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees, like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. You quietly take a picture with your holopalm, but you can't share it or you'd get caught for sneaking out. Next, it sharpens its horn against a rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. It's supposed to be scored or scarred, whatever. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Eventually, it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. This was so wonderful. Vertumna is a magical place. Alright, time passes. But I'm still so unstressed. This is great. I'm having so much fun out here. We can check out this. You mind your own business when you stumble into... This low valley has collected a lot of that thick pollen. You cough and try to push your way through it, but it's pollen all the way down. Surveys get nice helmets with built-in masks, but yours is just a cheap one. At least the pollen isn't too thick here. Let us find another way through. Perception challenge. Okay. Well. And this is a no-brainer. 3, 3, 3. Yeah. Okay, then here, I guess we might as well get the Rotumna group while it's available. We can get that. Maybe now you're a set of 5s. We could make everything a 1, but that's stupid. So we could do this, and then we get a 4-5-4 situation. This would be better, marginally. Then we go to the next round. Boring, talent show, ambition, science fair, discovering. Seems pretty good. Blech. This pollen makes your face itch. It makes it all the better when you find a route to higher ground and come out of the worst of it. Okay. Moving on, moseying through the wilderness. It's such a fun place to be. You come across a cluster of mush trees. They're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. It might be good to harvest them before they get all gross and mushy during the rainy season. If you're older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. We'll give them a friendly pat. You like the mush trees. You give one a pat and are surprised when it moves under your hand. It's not the tree, though, but a camouflaged creature lying against the trunk. It's small and looks a little like an octopus or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's giving it a hug. More perception, more animals. Awesome. Alright, on the road again. Hello. You let your mind wander as you're walking, and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blobgrass. Totally transparent. The sticky fawns are hard to see, but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glomming onto your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of this blobgrass field. And there aren't many, just an absence of other vegetation. Let us look for a path through it. Okay, well, I guess this is the rare instance where sports ball is actually a good thing. I almost don't even... Well, I guess we can do it like this. Learn about the earth next to it, get a slight flush going. Not a great start, though. I will freely admit the start is not great. And I think you do boring here, right? And then get a science fair champion. And then... I mean... How do you not? I should get like a super bonus for this performance. +1 perception. There it is. You can hop along from that rock to that fallen log, then climb over those old pieces of surveying equipment. You get through the villainous blobgrass. You spend a bunch of time on it, though, and it takes some tricky balancing. It's tiring. Okay, we're getting a bit stressed by this excursion. Oh, can I just, like... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not the first egg we've seen. We need to collect this stuff. A mushwood log. Oh, man. Oh, boy. I can't believe I almost, like, just left this place without grabbing all of this stuff. Man, I wish I had discovered this earlier. This is, like, really good stuff. Really good place to be. You're a coward if you don't go out on an adventure. At the top of a rise off to the east, you think you spot someone watching you. They're depressed in black. Is that Jis? But look way too tall to be Jis. Maybe another surveyor? You blink and the figure's gone. Let's hike over and look for clues. You bushwhack down into a valley and up the other path to where you thought you saw them standing. No signs of a camp, or anything obvious like a dropped pack. No note saying, "I'm watching you," signed mysterious figure. Spooky. A mysterious stranger. Huh. Yeah, that's a bit stressful. Certainly. No blame for that stress. Well, I guess we could blame the figure, but like I'm saying it's understandable to be stressed by this occurrence. And what have we here? Some farmland has spilled outside the walls. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. There's some meager-looking crops ready to harvest, but animals are starting to get at them. Let's salvage what we can. You pull up a handful of wrinkly tubers. They're probably supposed to be potatoes, eventually. Or maybe yams? It's hard to tell. You dig around a little longer, but it's all pretty picked over. Okay, the stress is getting to be a bit much. It might be time to head back. Yeah. I know, pretty good excursion, though, I must say. It's time to go home. You're back! You spent the month exploring. Oh, and I got 2 bravery and 1 perception. Yeah, that's not all I got. Welcome to Early Dust. How are you doing, Anemone? Anemone is sitting in the sports ball dugout. Yeah, we already know about what's up. I need a break soon? Yeah, I'm probably gonna take one this week. You tell Tangent you know where Jis has been going. You tell her that he's been sneaking out to explore the jungle, not far away, but outside the walls. Tang looks concerned. Really? She says, wringing her hands. Is it safe? I'll keep him safe. She eyes you skeptically. Full offense, Lana, but you're just a kid, she replies. However, I suppose it's good to know he isn't alone out there. I got you, Tangent. I got you. Your brother's safe with me. Probably. I'm on my rebellious phase after all. I'm gonna be out there a ton, especially now that I've seen what a wealth of stuff is out there. Hey, Jis. Jis is sitting in the grass near the big gates that lead out to the jungle. He's just staring out into nothingness and picking absent-mindedly at the weeds. He pretends not to notice as you approach. Let's sit down with him. He's a kind of cool, quiet type. He shifts uncomfortably as you sit, but doesn't say anything. You both just hang out, saying and doing nothing. You're starting to wonder if Jis will ever acknowledge you when he says, where to go? As he starts down the hill, he pauses and says, this is a good spot. I'll probably come back here tomorrow. Jis, is this a date? I think I just got asked on a date. Thank you, Jis. Thank you. Anyways, hello. You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R over in the lounge would help recharge those solar cells? What do you say? I'll sleep when I'm dead. Maybe I just need a hug. Your dad throws his arms wide. Oh, get in here, tiger brother. After a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. Thanks, Dad. Hey Mars, how you doing? Mars has set up her holoscreen to reflect her face, and she's switching various eyeshadows on her forearm. Or swatching, rather. Just because we're out here struggling to survive in the mushy armpit of space, that doesn't mean we can't enjoy ourselves a bit. She gestures to her eyeshadow palette. If I have the kudos to print electric goods, why shouldn't I? I guess that's fair. I just check the bulletin, or the notice board. Isn't the festival takes place, like, now, right? Like, maybe at the end of this month here? In that case, probably don't want to waste time on resting. Maybe we'll just go and do a class instead. Study the humanities, creativity and persuasion. Or we could cook. Do some cooking. We could get money by cooking. Help in the kitchens. Some kuda. Well, I'm not sure what I'm spending money on right now is the thing. Empathy and creativity. Empathy, we could use more empathy. We'll help in the kitchens, sure. Antecedent comes bursting into the kitchens carrying a large crate. Special delivery, Solana. She sets the crate down on the prep table and sticks her hand inside. It's time to do my very favorite thing in the kitchen. Figuring out new ways to cook fresh food. You grew up eating soy rations. Tasteless, but nutritious. The hydroponics aboard the spaceship never made enough to feed everyone, so fresh food was a luxury. Auntie's always excited to try her hand at real cooking. With a flourish, she pulls from the box an alien plant you've never seen before. It's pale blue-green, oblong, and about the size of her forearm. It hits the cutting board with a disturbingly meat-like slap, and immediately starts oozing slime onto the surface. Your father finally cleared this friendly little fruit for human consumption, Auntie Susan says. It doesn't even have a name yet. You could come up with something fitting while you figure out how to use it. You look dubiously at the weird fruit as you watch it. Glorps of a fresh wave of slime. Auntie Sedent catches your disgusted expression and laughs. The business of eating can really turn your stomach sometimes. Imagine, back on Earth, everyone used to eat meat from living things. This is a blessing, Solana. Who knows what we can do with this little plant? A iron stomach, or are those edible? Why is it like rainbow? What does that signify? Is it like a wild card? Ooh. That could be useful. Oh, like a wild card, if that's what it is. Well, we'll try it, though. We'll be good. You bisect the weird fruit. The goop seems to come from ducks under its thick skin, not the creamy yellow flesh inside. You pop a piece in your mouth. It's kind of sweet, like aloe, crunchy and gooey at the same time. Let's get to work. Okay. So obviously 5, 6, 7 go together pretty nicely. We could get a 4 here to enlarge it. That would give us a 6 bonus. Or you put it here, that gives us 3 and 3. I think this is better. And then we can get a mysterious stranger, because why not? Boom. Okay. Nice work.